No sound. That's good, isn't it?
Can you hear us now?
Can you hear us? We're all... yeah. No sound. We've got sound on now.
Anyway, so I was saying Lee's very happy that he's got to 2,000 subscribers, so he's bouncing off the walls this morning.
I am. I'm bouncing off the walls. I forgot to put the mics on. That's good, isn't it?
Yeah,
So that's great. No volume. Yes, no audio. We're all on. We were just saying, let's go through. We were just saying that Nick is happy that he's got he's 15-5 on Wisecracks over Fleetwood with Ben. David Scholes has congratulated and well done. Does it mean more goodies from YouTube? No, it doesn't mean anything really, other than the fact that they'll take us a little bit more seriously and promote the channel for us and get us to those million subscribers so we can get some goodies from YouTube. Who else have we got? We've got Miguel Santos. Hello, Miguel. Congratulations on 2,000. Yes, it's a celebration. Celebrate good times. Come on. Rory Grummich, be safe and say hello to Ben from Fleetwood. Yes, we will, Rory. Rory is in Australia.
Mark
So
Porter says now onwards to 3K. Yes, always striving on for the next target.
Yeah, 3K next. So tell your friends we need. Well, we want 3 million's the goal. 3 million's the goal. Sound not working. We can't hear you. Oh no, volume now.
Nick's buying his shirt on Thursday.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah, ours are out. People are they're being delivered, aren't they, to the fans? They've been receiving them this week.
One lip read. There we go. Yes, we're on. Yes. Nicky's getting the train from London to go and get his shirt from the club shop. Wow, Nick, you are dedicated. That is dedication for you, isn't it? To go all the way, all the way to Ipswich from London to get your shirt. Can you not order them online?
Yeah, but it's a day out.
It's a day out, yeah, of course it is.
Daniel is so nervous for the game. Up the Chelsea. Of course, it's the FA Cup final this evening.
A few people are Chelsea fans. I think Liam's a Chelsea fan. He's rooting for them. Matt might too like Chelsea as Premier League clubs. Sebby's a Chelsea fan. Tangerine Aid, congratulations on 2,000. Thank you, Tangerine Aid. We are so happy today. We really are. In fact, we're so happy we forgot to turn the mics on.
Oh, Millwall Smithy's here. Hey, can hear you geezers. Hope you're well.
Yeah, that was.
Hope you're well too.
Got to edit this video out. I'm going to chop all that out. Even though we can hear us. That's terrible.
Tangerine A got his shirt 2 days ago, a bit tight around the neck, though.
A bit tight around the neck. Is it as tight as like last year's away top? Because that was like really tight. I had to get like a double XL, and I'm normally just a large. It was unless I'm getting massive or something, but it was really tight, a really tight shirt.
I don't think I'd like to buy a shirt without trying it on first. It's always a bit hit and miss with football shirts, especially as a lady. Not really designed for ladies.
No, they should actually do a ladies' shirt, shouldn't they?
Yeah, I think some clubs do, but not all. Chasetown never did. I couldn't get that one fitting at all. But they're designed for the players, so they just ordered extra stock of the players' shirts. But they were made in Italy, and they were very made for athletes, sort of tight fitting. And it didn't work for me at all, sadly. So I had to send it back.
You could probably hear these dogs. They're driving me mad already. I don't feel it drives me nuts. We call him Sean after Sean Barker because he never stops barking. This new dog next door is awful.
Can you hear it or not? So we're not sure how the
if you can hear that. If you can hear that blooming dog, we'll shut the window. We've opened the window because it gets a bit hot in here in the afternoons, but.
Scorcher yesterday, wasn't it? Beautiful.
Daniel Tecker says that Weymouth won the National League South playoffs, the first time in the National League for 11 years.
Oh, wow.
That's a big thing for them, then, isn't it?
Was that this morning?
I was saying hello from sunny Telford.
Oh, hello.
So now we've actually got to 2,000 subscribers. We are actually just on exactly 2,000 subscribers because that could fall back. So we need, if anybody's watching this hasn't subscribed yet to the channel, please just click the subscribe button. We need to get kind of well clear of 2,000, maybe 2005, 2010, because I've been watching these subscribers for over a week now since we did the video, and it's been up and down a bit, hasn't it? I've been 900 in 1981, then it's been down to 9 in 1965, and we've gone up and down. So it's been a bit of a roller coaster.
David Scholes says, "Got to say, Jane, you're looking better than last time you were on." Yeah, sometimes the camera's not so kind. So
I think he may be talking about my.
Yes, I think he is talking about it.
Did you like that, by the way, folks? I've been playing around to get myself on the screen to,
practicing his new skills.
Yeah, practicing it to see if I can get myself on, like, myself with myself, so I can talk to myself. So I don't have to bother Jane all the time. I can actually have a conversation with me, which should be quite interesting going forward. We're thinking of having a character that's maybe a bit anti everything, so all my positivity, and have a Lee Charles too that's not quite as happy about things and disagrees with me on everything I say. So that could be quite good fun.
The next step is maybe to have one in black and white and one in colour.
Oh, yes, you can hear the pooch. So if he starts again, we'll actually close that window because he's really annoying.
Tangerine AIDS is made in Vietnam. They must have thinner necks.
Oh. Yeah. And they just won 3-0 on penalties.
Oh, wow. Penalties.
Did Weymouth, yeah.
The French Cup final, French League Cup final went to penalties this week. Paris Saint-Germain beat Lyon on penalties. It was 0-0. It's the last ever French League Cup because they're scrapping it now, which I wonder if they might do the same over here. I think it would be welcomed. I don't think it generates that much unless you win it. If the non-league cups are anything to go by. So, and as we're going to have to cram matches into a season that's a month shorter next season, maybe ditching the League Cup could be a way of helping that. So
I'm getting a little bit of slagging off here. Mark Porter saying it's great to see the original Jane Batley after seeing her temporary replacement earlier this week. So. Nick Muller's watching us on The Big Bang Theory. Yes, we've just finished it. It's been
we thought it would last us like the whole of lockdown, but it's we started right at the beginning of lockdown and we just finished it this week. So we're sort of going through the grieving process now because we've been watching it every night and the ending was just so beautiful. But to help us cope with not having it in our lives anymore, and I haven't persuaded Lee that we need to start watching it again from the start quite yet, but we're going to do that. We've got the Big Bang Theory Trivial Pursuit game, so we played that on our first post Big Bang night. So
we did.
We've also started watching Young Sheldon on Amazon Prime as well, which is it's a little bit different, but it is sort of helping us. We've still got Sheldon, which is nice.
Says I'll never make an actor after last week.
Well, it's only his first attempt. So,
it was. I thought I did a good impersonation, to be honest. David Skull says he said because I just like dressing up as a girl. Yes, I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay. Yes, I love to dress in women's clothes. Is that what it is? Have you never heard that song? I'm a lumberjack. Yeah, I love to dress in women's clothes. Panties and a bra.
This is a new side to seeing.
It's Monty Python, that. Well, he's a lumberjack and he's okay. The Chelsea Daniel Tekkers is really. Are we all supporting Chelsea for Daniel Tekkers today? Then, or are we all on banking on Arsenal?
I don't care.
No, really, London clubs.
I was rooting for Wigan when they were in the cup final a few years ago, but generally don't care. You might make an actress though, says Tangerine.
Yeah, I will.
Smithy says, my mate Big Mick takes, is that Mick McCarthy? Takes a 6XL in replica shirts. Geezer waits till the end of the season sales in the Lions store. He has to walk sideways to get into the shop door.
Wow. Does he just have the one seat at Millwall? Does he have to take two? It'd be a nightmare.
The new shirt isn't massively different to last year's, really. The sponsor's the same. And I like this one, so I wouldn't really...
It's got the white...
I'm not into getting a new one every year, malarkey. I hardly ever wear this one, to be honest.
You got to treat yourself to something new. There's some of the other kit you might like, some of the training gear.
Yeah, I mean, I do love my gilet. That's really good with the hood. That keeps me nice and warm in winter. So.
Yes, there might be some nice sometimes those training tops are kind of a bit fleecy, so they're quite nice as well.
I've forgotten what it's like to be out in the cold. We've been sort of escaping the weather a little bit, just being locked down for the last few months. It's going to be a bit of a shock, I think, going back out in some weather. Here we go. So Ian R says he loves coming on here on Saturday for the entertainment value. Brilliant. That's great to hear. We're glad you entertain because you entertain us. Ryan Dunbar is here. Now we've got a little surprise for you. Last week we had little Matt on at half time, and this week we're gonna meet Ryan, who's as we know, he's a Rangers fan as well as a Blackpool fan. He's a disabled Rangers fan as well, so we'll be asking him a bit about disabled facilities. I did actually talk with Ryan. We rang on a Zoom call, and I think it went on for about 25 minutes, and I've had to condense it down to 5 minutes. So there's parts of it, Ryan, that obviously I've had to
cut down a little bit, but it's
Yeah, it's nice to see you. Nice to see.
it's
see
brilliant.
Your face,
Yeah,
Ryan,
yeah.
Put a face to the name,
and it's brilliant. You follow them away and everything. So I think that's I think it's fantastic, and you'll see anyway.
This
it's
is
a good
interesting here. Nick Muller says in Young Sheldon, the actress who plays his mother is a real daughter of the actress his mother in Big Bang. We were saying it was amazing casting because they're so alike.
Yeah, they are so alike. That's why it is. Then really that makes sense then, because that was like weird. Just weird.
I think we have just scrolling a bit further up. We have a Lincoln fan in here. So my adopted team following my visit there earlier this year.
Where's that? Sorry.
Scroll
Keep
up
going.
Gary
Hutchinson. Gary Hutchinson. Hello, Gary.
You're an Imps fan. You just said up the Imps because the Imps won.
Yes, we did this week. I don't know if you noticed, but Jane tweeted all the her away day review videos, which we did. It's about. I think we finished them about 6-7 weeks ago now, but we just did them again, didn't we?
Yeah, so 5 of them. I thought I'd do sort of one every day this week.
Yes, and of course, Lincoln City won it. Based on Jane's unusual, different criteria, I would say. It can be based on the beer, it can be based on dogs of all things, it can be based on the pies.
Or Lincolnshire plum bread.
Lincolnshire plum bread in this case.
Or Russian doll shop.
It doesn't matter about winning or losing, because she did come out of that game crying. Yes, it was a very tearful. It was a tearful game for her when all the fans were abusing Simon Grace, and she didn't take it very well, and she did come out a little bit upset. But she loved Lincoln, didn't you? She loved Lincoln.
Yeah, I did love Lincoln, yeah. I miss Lincolnshire, actually. I'd like to go back.
So I have said that this season we'll both be, providing fans are back, we'll both be coming to Lincoln. I need to see this beautiful place that Jane is telling us all about. You'd never been to Lincoln before, had you? It was like a secret.
Well, I had, just like to the football and straight back out again.
Yeah,
you haven't actually seen.
You haven't actually been around the town. There's a lovely castle. There's a monastery, is there? With used to be the tallest building in the world back in the 15th, 16th century, I think.
Smith is saying about Big Mick, he squashes the unfortunate geezer sat next to him, munches 4 pies at half time and 30 pints post match. Goodness me.
Bloody hell. He's on his way to a major heart attack, isn't he? That's he needs to cut that down a bit, doesn't he? Does Big Mick.
Blimey. It's a shame that Weymouth went up because I've never been to their ground. I like it when they've gone up. Yeah, Boston, it's their last ever season in their ground as well. I never got to go there, did we?
No. Boston, no.
Yeah, but there's so many more to visit. There's always new grounds to visit, isn't there?
Ryan says, yes, you can talk. Yes, you certainly can, Ryan. I've got to say, it was I was pulling my hair out one day trying to figure out how to get this down to 5 minutes, because it was literally, I think we're on for about 25 minutes, which was great. But obviously, I can't show the whole 25 minutes. But it's good. You'll enjoy it. It's a good video. I've spent quite a bit of time on getting it ready for today. I'm quite proud of it, and it's nice to meet Ryan as well, because he's been following us since, well, you'll find out when he's been following us since. It's in the video.
Mm-hmm. And did I put Lee in the doghouse for that impression? No, I didn't. I'll get him back. As I said, he's set the bar there, so yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
Watch this space.
Do you think Jane looked good with the red bits in her hair? Do you think
was it tangerine?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was tangerine. Yeah, kind of is alright. Yeah, tangerine. Yeah, of course. Yeah, she's looked good with tangerine in her.
Nick Muller in Big Bang, he said his father died when he was a kid. Yeah, I think. Well, he's not. He's in hospital at the moment, isn't he? So we've got to. So
yeah. I
couldn't remember whether he said he died or he'd walked out on them.
We started watching another TV program actually because of Big Bang called The Last Man on Earth. And it started off the first sort of the first show was like a promotional one, like an extended one. It looked really good.
It was really good, but like the main characters are just absolutely. I don't want them in my living room. I was saying to Lee last night, it was a bit like, the reason I can't watch the first season of Sunderland Until I Die is because I don't want Simon Grayson in my living room. That honestly, the main guy in this Last Man on Earth, I don't want him in my living room.
He's just gone so downhill. It's gone really bad. So don't watch that.
But what we did watch last night that was amazing was the Eurovision movie. Oh God, it was so good. Such a great feel-good movie. It really captured the spirit of Eurovision.
I can't even admit I like Eurovision, but it was a great.
It was so
really
good. The soundtrack. I've downloaded the soundtrack already. It's fantastic.
Jane loves Eurovision, and we're going to have to go. It's on a bucket list to go to
Yeah.
Eurovision, so it's something that I'm signed up for.
We're probably not going to get tickets for next year because this year's tickets are still valid for next year because obviously it didn't happen. But yeah, definitely it is going to.
There was some pretty good people in the cast as well, wasn't there? There was Pierce Brosnan was in it.
Will
Ferrell was the main character.
Demi Lovato.
Yeah.
But yeah, really, definitely worth a watch. If you want a feel good movie with smiling all the way through, it's superb.
It was really good. It was really, really good. Right, here we go. What is your thoughts, Mark Porter says, on Tony Weston being moved on without ever getting a first team game for Blackpool?
I don't think we had a choice in the matter, did we?
No, it seemed like he was in a bit of a war between three clubs, wasn't it? If I've read, there was three clubs after him. There was Southampton were after him. Glasgow won the race, and it's a shame, really, because we've no idea how good he was. I was
just speaking to my friend the other day about it, and she, Karen, and she was saying, it's an odd move for the lad, really, when you think what's happening with Blackpool and how they're looking now to bring on the young players, and why would he go now? Yeah. But I mean, I guess it must be difficult to turn down a club like Rangers. Really, would he have always regretted it if he hadn't gone? So, you can't blame the lad. You just got to wish him all the best, haven't you? So I hope he does well.
Yeah, it seems a little bit strange, doesn't it? Like you say, he's been with Tangerine's saying he's been with the youth for 7 years, and then he's just before he's even had a chance, and Critchley, and he's gone. I'm a little bit disappointed, I must admit. The money, if it's 250,000, seemed like quite a lot for a player that's never actually played, but no doubt we'll see him playing for England or something. And I think we lost it. You don't know. We'll find out.
Quite a bit of money coming in from players that we haven't been using. I mean, we're not going to miss Tony Weston because he wasn't in the first team, but also we've got the salon fee for Bright Asai Samuel, haven't we, coming? I don't know if has he moved yet? He's about to move. That's for quite a sizable fee, so I think we've got quite a big salon in that as well. So it's nice that we've got this money coming in, which I'm sure we could really use at the moment.
Just quickly, Toon Army TV has just turned up. So hi, Sharky.
What's happened there this week?
He's saying it's what a time to be a Toon fan. Yeah, we need to know a little bit more about that.
What's happened? I'm
going to message you actually, Sharky, after, because I'm going to be doing a sort of a Zoom call with a few YouTubers, a few of the Football Content Awards YouTubers, and we're going to have a call, a Zoom call, maybe regular. Just wondered if you want to be on it. I haven't messaged you yet. It's going to be next week, so let me know if you want to be part of it.
So what happened with I know the takeover's been, it's not going through, is it? So what happened there and why, and what's come out of that? Tell us a little bit more about that. It's the Newcastle non-takeover this week, and where does that leave you now? Are there other interested parties?
Ryan Dunbar, here we are. Dundee United
1, St Johnstone 0, Hibs 1, Killy 0, and Livy 0.
It's Scottish football. Football starts.
Yeah, there's quite a bit of football starting again. They're playing in Ireland and in Scandinavia. They've started. Now, it was the Irish Cup final last night. Glentoran beat Ballymena United 2-1 in the Irish Cup final. I've been to Ballymena. I've seen Blackpool play there pre-season.
Mr. Moley's saying a great haircut, Lee. All your own work. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yes, I did. Yes, just get the old clippers out and just. I did a skin fade today. It's called a skin fade, where you just have a number, like you have it on the 0 and then into a number 1. So
he does a great job, I think.
Yeah, it's really. It's nice for the summer, isn't it, to have it all lopped off.
I normally have mine cut in the summer, actually, but. I think we've had our 1 day of summer now, and that's it. Mr. Moley's here, maybe back in East Lancs lockdown, but you can't keep a good mole down for long. Yeah.
Oh, yes, he's actually only gone to the Academy of Rangers, hasn't he, Tony Weston? He's not actually signed for the team. He's just
my mic's a bit quiet, says Nick. I'll bring it closer.
Oh, is it?
I'll eat it, shall I? Is that better? So you're back in lockdown.
Just turn you up a little bit.
In East Lancs. We're looking to come to East Lancs, actually, for my birthday. I want to come to Wicklow, or Wycolla, as they say it over there, just to do the Fairy Door Trail. So that's my for my birthday in September. I think we'll be safe in the woods.
Right, you know.
I think we won't be coming around your house for a cup of tea.
Is that better on Jane? She's obviously a little bit quieter than me, so I've just lifted her up a little bit. So hopefully, Jane's a bit quiet, so we've just lifted her up.
You raise me up.
Yes, it's an Icelandic film based in Edinburgh, shot in Glasgow, the Eurovision film.
Shot in Glasgow, really, was it?
So what was
It looked
the
beautiful.
so what was the theatre then that they were in? The big theatre, that's obviously an arena in Glasgow, the Glasgow Arena, I would imagine. Oh, we thought it was Edinburgh, but
No, it looks like some stunning scenes, especially in Iceland as well. It looked really beautiful with the Northern Lights and everything. It was just an amazing film. I loved it.
Daniel Teckers said it was about 2 hours 30 away from him, and now there are closer.
Oh, well, that's good. But we're all over the country, aren't we?
Oh,
in Nonley. I think
Blimey.
Lincoln's one of our nearest grounds next season. So.
Is it? Well, we've got Wigan, haven't we, coming down, I think, or are they still appealing? Are Wigan appealing? This is what we want to talk about, isn't it?
They're going to hear next week. Their appeal was yesterday.
We were told.
Yeah, we've got the Sheffield Wednesday controversy now. They've been docked 12 points, but not until next season. If they'd been docked 12 this season, they'd have been relegated. And Charlton would have been saved.
Yeah, so how is this all fair? Well, what do you all think about this? You got Wigan have been deducted 12 points, so they're relegated. That now Sheffield Wednesday have also been docked 12 points, which would have put them below Wigan, and they would have been relegated. But the EFL have decided to.
It's not. It wasn't. The EFL,
to delay it.
The EFL didn't decide on the 12-point deduction. It's like some kind of independent arbitration. I'm not quite sure how it works, to be honest. If anyone knows, let us know, because I don't know. But what the Sheffield Wednesday have been docked the points for is they included the sale of Hillsborough in their 17-18 accounts, but it wasn't sold until a year later. So some kind of financial massaging there by the sound of it. Charlton are considering a legal challenge against the 12 points not being docked this season, because obviously it would save them, but they're in a mess themselves as well with the whole change of ownership, and
they're looking like
the
they
league
could do a
not being
bury, aren't they?
happy.
You were saying, Charlton.
Yeah, the league aren't particularly satisfied that they've got the funds to continue.
Maybe.
And the guy who had it, who sold it in January, he still owns the training ground and the ground, but he sold the club, so it's all.
Maybe
it's all
Millwall
getting
Smithy
messy.
know a little bit more about Charlton, because they're not your favourite, are they, Smithy? So have you heard anything about them? Are they looking like they're going to go completely out of the league, like Bury, and be kicked out? Is it that bad at Charlton?
Are we allowed to get sell-ons on these, like Tony Weston? Is that allowed? That kind of thing?
Yes, no, there is. There is all sorts of deals to do with his progression, yeah, or put in play. So I would imagine this 250,000 may well be for if he gets sold on. I would imagine there's sell-on clauses. I don't think they'll have paid 250,000 just to take a child into.
Got my Bromsgrove Beer Festival glass today, which was a pirate-themed beer festival that I went to in 2016. I went dressed as a pirate with skull and crossbones, earrings, and.
When is Speak Like a Pirate Day? When's Speak Like a Pirate Day?
In fact, I still have my parrot somewhere. I'm not quite sure where he is. And I had him sort of tied to my shoulder.
I like that though, the Speak Like a Pirate Day. We want to.
Mm.
When is it? Do you know when that is? Does anybody know when that is? Speak Like a Pirate.
Arr.
Ooh-ar.
But yeah, they were good. Bromsgrove Beer Festival's always some kind of theme. They're good fun. Not enough dressing up goes on in the world. Although I wasn't saying that the other day when Lee dressed up as me. Moley will today providing a latest score service. Fantastic.
Oh, that's very good. Okay, Sharky, I'll get in touch with you. That'll be fine. I'll get in touch with you about that. It's going to be good. It's going to be quite a few YouTubers.
Joe Murray's here. Hi, Joe. What do you think of the new Puma home kit? I'm disappointed. Expecting more from a big name like Puma. I got the 2001 home kit from the Retro Shirt shop in Manchester instead. That's a good shop, isn't it? On Deansgate. Yeah, it's a great shop though.
I've never been. I'm actually. I don't know. I actually quite like the look of it, but it seems like a very generic thing for Puma that all the clubs have the same sort of thing. I mean, we've got the same kit as Swindon, basically, just with different colours, haven't we? Well, we've got the players, we've got the kit. Somebody posted yesterday on Twitter some two shirts which they're not real. They're just ideas, aren't they?
Concept kits.
Concept kits. Yeah, there's a black one with a tangerine and white stripe, and there's a white one with a really fancy pattern in it, which looked really nice. Although you didn't like the pattern.
I'm not into patterns. No.
It's only it's not actually like a pattern. It's just sort of in the colour. I thought it looked really nice, but certainly the black one with the red and white stripes or with diagonal stripes, I thought looked great. I would have one of those.
Smithy asks, will Blackpool Seasiders take Charlie Adam back? Reading released him. Yeah, they have released him, haven't they? Adam in midfield for you, Peaks. Of course, young players around could be an awesome.
Yeah, we'd love him back.
Yeah, well, I mean, sort of reading between the lines of what Neil Critchley's trying to build here. an older, experienced, expensive player doesn't seem to fit the bill. I think we're trying to ship those out. We've got rid of Jay Spearing. I know we offered him a contract, but you wonder whether we offered him something derogatory to get rid of him. Basically, it has been known, and rumor has it Liam Feeney is being, perhaps we're looking to offload him because he's on quite a lot of money, and he's in his 30s. What is he, 33 now? So,
is he?
And he is sort of. He was a great player.
I like
player
him.
of the year, of course, and great at whipping the crosses in, but.
He's a star man running down the wing.
Yeah, but he's not going to get any better, is he, at 33? So, and we've got a lot of exciting young forwards. So, I love him, but I wouldn't be devastated to see him go. I'd love to see him play again and play really well and come on and do even better and be really consistent under Critchley. But if maybe our style of play is changing, obviously Nangelay's gone, so you haven't got that Feeney to Nangelay thing. That's not going to happen now anyway. So
just an update from Sharky Toon Army TV. He's Toon Army TV on YouTube, by the way. So if you haven't subscribed to him, just give him a little subscribe and watch some of his stuff. He follows us and we follow him. He's telling us that the Saudi Arabia consortium allegedly grew frustrated with the Premier League and the problems in the background. They'd had enough with the delay in the process and pulled the plug.
Oh, right, okay. So it's their decision. Okay,
they pulled the plug on it, which...
So they're saying.
So they're saying. So Ian R saying here's an American consortium are interested in Newcastle at 350 million.
Oh, well, that's good. I'd be interested, because have we got that many Americans involved in English football?
Just,
yeah, that could be interesting.
No, I don't know. Are those Liverpool ones still there? The ones that cause all the trouble? Or did they go? Did they get booted out in the end? I can't remember. I think they got booted out, didn't they? The two Liverpool, the two Americans. Well, there's not many Americans in the football.
Oh, there's Manchester United, obviously. Glazers.
Oh, yeah,
Americans,
the Glazers, yeah. But that was all a big fiddle, wasn't it? The way they got it.
Toon Army, what that does for us? Well, it's another season of the Premier League fighting to stay up, 11th to 17th, unless Mike Ashley sells Football Club. Steve Bruce is a big winner in all of this.
You do love Steve Bruce up in Newcastle, I've got to say. There's a lot of fondness for Brucey.
Very
up there.
popular in Hull as well.
No, there's no affection for Steve Bruce in Newcastle at all. I hate him. What's that?
Mark Porter, my relative, is a file taxi driver and used to take Tony Weston to Liverpool every week. He's now going to be £100 down a week. Oh, bless. Oh, that's a shame.
Why did he go to Liverpool every week?
Family there, I guess.
Oh, well, it wasn't for training or anything then.
Oh, maybe.
Al Smith says Newcastle is a great city, great booze up, great club, great lads. Yes, it's very good up there. It's really nice.
I'm actually reading a book at the moment by a guy who used to play for and work at Newcastle, Paul Ferris, The Boy on the Shed. Is that one you've read, Mr. Moley? You're a voracious football reader. I'm really, really enjoying it so far, actually. It's given me a lot of ideas for my book, which I've been writing this morning, actually, and I've stopped writing to be here with you this afternoon. So.
Follow the Trawler has just joined in. He says, hey guys, been following Jane's Away Day blog for a while, educating me about drinking establishments in my own parish. So what away day you're really looking forward to when we all get going again?
That's great to have you here. Yes, of course, I know you from Twitter.
We're obviously looking really forward to Portsmouth, aren't we?
We're looking forward to Portsmouth. Lincoln.
We're both coming.
Yorkshire, really. Yorkshire is great because I discovered real ale when I was in Yorkshire. I was in Sheffield. It was Boxing Day. We were playing Sheffield Wednesday. I'm just gonna shut this window.
Without Rotherham, of course. Without Rotherham, they've gone. So we can happily go to Yorkshire this year. Yes, that dog is just ridiculous. So loud.
I'm back. Yeah, so I had my first real ale in Sheffield on Boxing Day. And when we played Sheffield Wednesday, it was like a cinnamon flavoured beer, and I'm like, wow, the beer tastes like this, real ale tastes like this. And ever since then, there's something, I don't know what it is about the Yorkshire beers, whether it's something in the water or what. But so yeah, Yorkshire is my favourite, my favourite drinking hole, really. So I always look forward to Yorkshire. Mr. Mo, I see what Mr. Moley's doing here. He's with his scores. Funboy 3, S Club 7. I see what you're doing there. I finally twigged what you're doing.
That's very good from Boy.
There's nothing appealing about Wigan. Yes, there is. Wigan's amazing.
Jane loves Wigan.
Oh, I love Wigan. It's one of my favourite places in the world. The people are fantastic. Read my blog about Wigan. You'll see the, where else would you get a tramp offering, opening his coat and offering, do you want to share my cider?
Here we are.
I've never had that happen anywhere else.
Well, we've got Dan's Planing joining, who's a Wigan fan. So this is what we wanted today. He understands why the Sheffield Wednesday points deduction is next season. They have a right to appeal, which takes a while, but it took 8 months to come to the decision.
Yeah,
Joke.
that does seem a bit.
Yeah, it just seems. Is it because they're just so massive, Sheffield Wednesday? But I
was saying to Lee this morning, they're so massive, they're not going to fit in League One, are they? So they've got to keep them in the Championship.
Trouble is, though, there's not many clubs have survived a 12-point deduction and managed to stay up. In fact, I don't think anybody has. Yeah, have they? In the history of 12-point deductions, they've all gone down. So I think it's just a noose around the neck for next season. I think they'll be down. If they get it, I think they're going down, whatever. It's just a shame that you haven't benefited from them going down this season. It just seems so unfair, really, doesn't it? I mean, obviously, in many ways, as Blackpool fans, we're quite looking forward to having, a nice, easy, travelling, not too far to go away day at Wigan, and Jane likes Wigan.
I love it. Absolutely love it.
Yeah. So quite looking forward to playing Wigan.
But I want them to stay up because not that I don't want to go. It's just horrible.
Yeah, it's just a terrible thing. And I just don't get this Wigan thing at all. Why somebody can come in and do all that? An owner can come in and pass all this EFL fit and proper persons test and end up just doing what he's done to Wigan in such a short space of time. I mean, how long's he been owner of Wigan?
It wasn't very long. It was 4 weeks before he put them into administration.
It's just. How can that be?
Mr. Moldy says
fair?
That's an odd-looking beer, Jane. It's not beer. This is just the first thing I could get my hands on. It's cloudy lemonade. I don't drink during the show. Smithy says Charlton legal challenge taking place in Farm Foods microwave meal aisle. I think they're safe. Had an Oyston-style dictator there who's bled the club. They'll survive. Yeah, well, I hope they do. It's not good what's happening at a lot of Pirates' favourite team, QPR. Do you drink in the afternoon, Mr. Moley?
We just have Mr. Moley on for the great jokes all.
Ryan says beginning
to
love the home kits. I know Lee liked one of my Instagram pictures yesterday with Theo, but don't worry, when you come up it'll be the same with you both. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Logged in, of course.
Yes, it's great. With with Thogden, it's brilliant.
Yeah, Liam Feedy too old, Jay. Mr. Ronaldo's a tad older and not doing too bad. No, I'm not saying he's not too old. Obviously, Dave Bamber was 34, 35 when he knocked 40 goals in, but I just don't think he's going to get. Well, under Neil Critchley, I think hopefully everybody will come on, but I think he's looking to build a younger squad who can move forward together, basically, and Feeney's not going to be part of that realistically, is he?
No.
So, I wouldn't really compare him to Ronaldo either, but he's a great player. He's great at whipping the balls in. But
have we noticed that everyone has a southern accent in the family except for Sheldon?
Yeah, we did explain that in the opening episode. I think that he decided he didn't want to have that accent, and he made a point of changing it.
Yeah, he did. As a young child, he decided he didn't want to. It was going to hold him back in life, wasn't it? I think was his thing. He'd realised that.
To be honest, I've needed the subtitles on to understand them. I struggle with strong accents. It takes me a while to tune into accents. I remember the first time I met up with the Yorkshire Seasiders. It was in Stoke before a match against Stoke, and trying to listen to like Donny Pete. I'm like, what's he saying? I just couldn't get. I can understand him now, but I could not. I just couldn't understand what he was saying. Yeah. That's all it did. Takes me a while to just tune in. And I had my friend Pam at Chasetown, a really strong Irish accent. It took me ages to understand what she was saying, but you get there in the end. So hopefully I won't need the subtitles in Young Sheldon for too long.
Right, Sharky from Toon Army TV saying the PIF have released a lengthy statement and Lee Charnley, our sporting director, has done so as well. You can give it a read and judge it for yourself. I'm not surprised they pulled out.
No, it sounds like it wasn't exactly a marriage made in heaven. I think the league were too happy about it, were they? And obviously they're not happy they've been messed about. And
Daniel Tecker says St Albans are playing #United in 2 weeks, but the game will be behind closed doors.
Yeah.
Well, there's going to be, isn't there? I'm still not sure. Is Scotland playing with fans there, Ryan? You can tell us if there's fans in the grounds. I don't know. Or are they still behind closed doors?
Follow the Trawler says, yes, I am the Met Police FC guy. Right. Yeah, you do the programme there as well, don't you? Yeah.
Yeah, the Met Police. Yeah, they've got the Met Police FC. Brilliant.
Toon Army on the American Consortium. I can't see this one going through. You're talking about a guy named Henry Morris or Maurice.
He's getting done
for alleged fraud. Oh God, FBI looking into matters. It's no go for me. Gosh,
that doesn't look like it. That doesn't look like it's got a chance in hell, does it? Really?
Tangerino says the book in Malham for the best pint of draft. Old Peculiar. Oh, do I like a bit of Old Peck, especially in the winter? Where's that? Where's Malham? Mr. Moley says Saudis pulled out when they found an empty, dusty, spooky room at St James's, despite assurances they refused to believe it was a Newcastle trophy room.
Ooh, Mr. Moley.
Chris D said, I heard that Manchester's in lockdown again. How are you guys? Yeah, it sort of is. I think you can still go to the pubs and you can still go to work and you can still go to the shops. You just can't go around someone else's house. So it's not really, we're not going around anyone else's house anyway. So.
Seems a little bit pointless to me, that, to be honest.
Yeah, Manchester, Bradford.
We're all right here at the moment.
And Mr. Moley's neck of the woods as well, East Lancashire. So we're all right. We're just doing what we do. Really, it's not really affecting us. We kind of got used to this new life of being hermits, basically going to shops. Got used to wearing our masks. Now, I've been having a bit of trouble with the masks, actually. I don't mind wearing them in principle. Obviously, I understand why we have to wear them. We went out and I actually had an optician's appointment on Monday. So the one thing I noticed, I don't know whether I'm just wearing it too high up my face, but when I'm walking down the street, I can't see my feet. And I'm always looking at my feet when I'm walking because I had an incident when we beat Birmingham City in the League Cup a good few years ago. And I worked with loads of Villa fans, so I was like, I'm really excited, we just beat, and Blues were top of the Premier League at the time, so I'll go in, I'm going to go in, I'm going to buy some chocolates for the office, and I'm just really pleased that we've beaten Blues and everyone will be really happy for me. I fell down the stairs and I lost my big toenail. I had to go to A&E and they're trying to drill through it. My toenails are like really thick, and ask Lee about how bad my toenails are. He comes up with all sorts of names for them. But they couldn't drill through it. It was that thick. Anyway, it ended up going black and falling off, and I had to wear sandals for months. Where was I going with this?
The reason why you don't like the mask is you can't see your feet.
So ever since I fell down the stairs, I'm always looking at my feet now when I'm on stairs. So when I'm going up and down stairs, I'm always looking where I put my feet just to be extra careful. And also when I'm walking down the street as well, just got a look. But when I'm wearing the mask, I can't see my feet when I look down. It's just in the way, so that's a slight problem. I had to get on an escalator in boots and couldn't see, so I'm thinking, have I stood on the so that was a little bit traumatic, but I'm sure I'll get used to it. And then when I went to the opticians for the eye test, they're like, you've got to put your glasses on for this bit to read the letters on the board. My glasses steamed up. So and then when they put the other glasses on you as well, when they put the different lenses in, they were steaming up as well. So it's all a bit traumatic, really. The whole first proper venture out wearing a mask.
We'll maybe have to try different masks. We've seen some really cool masks. There's one of the Lancashire Hot Pots. He's got a mask where it's actually his face is the bottom of the mask. When he puts it on, it all kind of lines up with his nose and his chin and everything. So when he puts it on, it just looks like his face. I think that's kind of cool.
There was actually a good one. Maria on Coronation Street last night was wearing one with the Manchester Bees on it, and that was really cool. So there are some really good ones you notice when you're out and about. Have you guys seen any good mask? Have you got a cool mask yourself? So I think they're functional, but if you can kind of make them accessories as well, I think that's the way forward. We're going to, they're not going anywhere, are they? We might as well have some fun ones that maybe put smiles on people's faces.
Chris D saying Bolton being one of those teams that was on minus 12 points and went down. Follow the Troll have a bit of a vested interest. Is that in the Met? Do you know? A bit of a vested interest. Alan Smithy saying the Met are here. Hey. It is Yorkshire Day today. You can hear that excitement over the hill at the bottom of Mr. Moley's garden. Yes. Yorkshire Day.
Yorkshire Day, yeah. Did you see?
A vested interest in Charlton situation. They took one of our youth players a few months back in Lucas Ness.
Oh, right, cool.
Well, that's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wow, very interesting.
Did you see I tweeted last night about the Yorkshire pudding pies? that look pretty amazing. There's a company that does, instead of having pastry, they have Yorkshire pudding as the pie crust. So they look pretty cool. I quite like to try those, because the main thing that puts me off pies, apart from they're all terrible at football grounds, is just the pastry gives me indigestion. But Yorkshire puddings, I think that could work.
Yeah, Dan's Planning saying Derby still haven't got their points deduction either for Wigan. We've been talking about, how about Blackpool didn't get the deduction for going into receivership? Well,
yeah, I don't really know.
It was totally different, wasn't it? They didn't go into administration. They brought the receivers in to enable the club to be sold. There was already, the club was being sold. It was just the Oysters wouldn't allow the club to be sold, even though we'd had a court judgment against them. They were doing everything to stop the sale of the club. So they brought the receivers in to ensure the club was being sold, but we were never in any financial trouble or financial difficulty. Even with the Oysters, we weren't. The Oysters just creamed all the money away, but they had all that £96 million that we won from the Premiership. So there was never any problem with Blackpool as fulfilling fixtures or being in any financial trouble. It was merely just to ensure the club got sold, which it did, and the receivers were there just to make sure. Yeah, to Simon Sadler. So there was never really, we didn't break any financial fair play rules. We didn't overspend on. In fact, we never spent anything on players. So it was like we were the complete polar opposite to any team that cheated through buying players, because we just never bought any. Although at the moment we seem to be buying the league. People are accusing us of buying too many players, but as Blackpool fans,
it's hilarious.
We've just never seen. I think I was saying, the other week I went to a pre-season match of quite a few years ago now, before the boycott, where we watched this. Sky were there to watch this pre-season match, and every player on the team sheet was a trialist. Just the whole 11 players were a trialist. And guy down below was saying, "Go on, trialist," all the time.
It made me laugh, actually. So, FC Brixton, my Lego
financially
team,
no problem.
Had their first friendly on Sunday evening, 7:45. They're back playing now regularly Sundays. Follow them on Twitter. They're fantastic, FC Brixton. And they had, in their team, they had A trialist, B trialist, C trialist, and D trialist. That did make me laugh. But excitingly, they were asking about the catering at FC Brixton, to my Lego team, and it's asking, what do you think of the catering facilities? Anything you'd like to see? What could we do better? And they were saying the queue's too long, maybe. And I said, well, how about trialing food being delivered to you at your seats? And they're going with that. So there's a trial at their friendly on Sunday night with an app where you can order your food to be delivered to your seat, which is exciting. So we'll have to see how that works.
With regard to the EFL and Blackpool as well, if you search through my videos in some of the early days, there is a video with the thumbnail of EFL rant. And it was my rant at the EFL, because it was rumoured that Blackpool were going to get a deduction, and I had a little rant about it in the early days. So if you want to see me having a rant, search through the videos. You might just have to search on my channel. It's called EFL Rant, and you can see me having a rant about.
You don't rant so much
the
anymore,
EFL. No, I don't rant as much, but I was really unhappy about that. David Harrison, good day.
Oh, that's
now
Dave
then,
from Chase Town.
we are getting to this yes, almost. We're almost at half time now. We're doing something a little bit different at half time. We've got a video. Last week we had little Matt, who has appeared on quite a few of our videos, and he was chatting about all things Blackpool. This week we have a regular in the chat room here, called Ryan Dunbar. He's a Blackpool fan and a Rangers fan. He's disabled, but he's been following us a long time, and we're going to have a little chat with him. I was chatting with him on Zoom it was like, I think, well over 25 minutes, but I've condensed it down into 5 minutes. So we're going to have a little break. You can go and get yourself a brew if you want, or get your pies out and refreshments, but we're going to have this little video which features Ryan. So I'm going to go to that now, and we'll come back to it. We'll let you all see this. So we will see you in a wee while.
5 minutes.
5 minutes, yeah, just 5 minutes. So, what's going on in Scotland?
Well, apparently, according to Matt Scrafton from the Blackpool Gazette, for £250,000, Rangers are supposed to be signing Tony Weston.
Yes, that seems quite a good fee for us, I thought.
But the problem is, even though I'm a Blackpool fan, I probably haven't seen even much of him.
No, none of us have.
Well,
he's a hot prospect as far as we know, and Jane liked the look of him when he kind of ran on the pitch, and he played about 10 minutes in I think it was in the Carabao Cup or something. He came on and to Rapture's applause because he's a local lad. Blackpool lad coming on!
If we're going to try and stop Celtic winning the 10, we need more experienced players than Tony Besson. If I was going to go for a Blackpool player, it would be Sully or Feeney or something along those lines.
I would imagine Steve Gerrard trusts Critchley, and the fact he's been, looking after under 23s at Liverpool for 8 or 9 years. So he must know some good players. But I must admit, I was a little bit surprised myself.
Before he left Blackpool to sign for another club, in fact, I don't think he has signed for another club, Keith Spearing, but I would sign him. I mean, I know he's older than, but he's experienced.
Yeah.
And he's played beside Steven Gerrard.
Yeah, he has.
In Europe. So I think that would be a great signing. Scotland will be allowing fans back into stadiums coming September.
Oh, right, okay. Well, that's news. Have they said how many are going to be allowed in? Is it just all back en masse, or is there going to be restrictions?
Limited.
You're disabled, aren't you? So you'll probably be able to have yours. Do you have a special spot then in the ground?
I do, yes. I've got my season ticket.
What's the disabled facilities like at Rangers? Are you on the touchline, or have they got a higher spot for you?
There is over 100 spaces at Ibrox. There's over in the away corner, in one of the stands, which is slightly up a bit. The main majority of them is down the front of the main stand. There is rumours going about Ibrox that the disabled section will be moved slightly up a
right.
bit.
All right, okay, you might get a better view.
So you're slightly under shelter. Me and my dad, who goes to the away game for me, we love Tynecastle. Hearts.
Yeah.
We love Tynecastle.
All right, okay.
It's right on the pitch. You're on the pitch. You're looking up, you're elevated. Yeah, you're undercover.
Right.
And you can see everything. I mean, it's brilliant at Tynecastle.
Yeah.
But obviously they're relegated now.
I do like the disabled facilities when they're raised up. I know they're raised up at Wigan. They were actually at Rotherham. They had great disabled facilities there, which we were about to show you, but we got stopped filming. We just go about to show how good the disabled facilities were.
I spoke to the disabled supporters liaison officer.
Yeah.
Bloomfield. Remember, I told you a couple of weeks ago that last year I had met all the players and that. There's a guy by the name of Chris Beveridge. Genuine gentleman of a fella. And I don't know whether you know this, but just under the scoreboard at Bloomfield Road, you know where there's a platform?
Yeah.
That's a disabled section up there.
Oh, that'd be great, wouldn't it? Yeah, it's up on that balcony, you mean? It's on the sort of balcony, isn't it? Yeah, there's some seats there. Oh, well, you might be able to get in there.
But that's for Disabled Supporters Association only.
Oh, right.
But what he did say was they're thinking of expanding it.
All right, that's great. How did you find us from Scotland? Is it just because you're you're always following Blackpool?
I looked up a video from the homecoming.
Yeah.
And I found you, and I started following you from there.
So you've been following us from the start, really? Then have you, more or less?
Pretty much.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. That's brilliant. It's been lovely to talk to you, and we'll see you on Saturday. This will be on Saturday, so check it out. It'll be on about 3:45. So there we go. That was a little chat with Ryan Dunbar. We're going to be doing more of those. If anybody wants to be on, wants to tell us a little about your club and meet you, then just let me know. Post in the comments below, and we'll get in touch with you, and you can be our half-time guest. Yes, we're
just got a little update. AFC Blackpool, a full-time score. They won 5-0 at Goalgate in their first pre-season friendly today. A decent second-half performance from the lads with a double from Roberts and a pen from Buchan, sealing the win up the Mex.
Wow, we brought them luck. Ryan has also been telling us about Rangers were in a similar situation when they got their admin and the players were lied to, which sounds pretty bad.
Just had a nice tweet from Follow the Trawler saying, loving the LCTV at 3 show with Lee Charles and Blackpool Jane. Point deductions, youth prospects, toenail drilling and a half-time intermission. Everything you love from an interactive live football show live on YouTube now. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. More of that, yes. Honestly, share the love, share it on Facebook. We want more and more people to come in because it is sometimes a little bit hard to keep up with you all. But Mr. Molly says the Jackson 5 and you 2. So obviously that's very clever, Mr. Molly. We're liking this. It's very clever. Now follow Trawlers programs, club shops, season tickets, live match day coverage.
Oh gosh, you are a bit involved. Yeah, goodness me.
Yeah, wow.
It's so easy to get involved, isn't it? At non-league level, just anything. I was like that at Chasetown. I ended up doing so much and organising the end of season and all sorts. Yeah.
Malham is near Gordale Scar.
Doesn't really help. Where's Gordale Scar?
I think is that in the.
It sounds beautiful.
It does sound nice.
But
I
still have
we'll
no
have
idea where in the country.
Is that in the lakes, Gordale Scar, or is it in the Pennines?
Don't know. Sure. Give me another. Give me a count.
Still behind closed doors in Scotland.
Mark Porter watched the AFC Blackpool interview this week. Must say your sunglasses were very strikingly on such a dull day. Yes.
It was
windy, wasn't it?
It was windy, but it was quite sunny at the time. I had to ditch him in the end. It went duller as the day went on. So when we first got there, it was pretty bright sunshine. But as you can probably see on the introduction, but it was interesting, wasn't it? Just to see a bit of football again. We thoroughly enjoyed it. We got invited down.
It was just nice to be at a football ground again. It really was, just to sort of be part of that and seeing that. It's funny because the groundsman was like telling them off for where they were training, and just like that took me back to Chasetown, and Bob was like, no. Don't let them on that part of the pitch. They're really protective of their turf. Oh.
Nobody can say that Wigan benefited from being put into administration after 4 weeks. It was honestly, the whole Wigan thing just makes me sick. It's just so wrong. All of it is wrong, and how these owners, pass this fit and proper persons test and then do what they do, and then the EFL punish the club for a decision that they made. I don't know. It's just garbage.
Now, Toonami, Sharky says at the moment supporters have sent out a petition to the Premier League. It had around 30,000 signatures from supporters last time I checked. Well, what's that going to do going forward? I don't know. No. Mr. Moley, I want 2, break 3. Yes, there's some interesting scores.
Malham is on the Pennine Way. Yeah, okay. So it's in the Pennines. Fantastic walking. Right. Do you have to walk up a lot of hills?
Oh, we don't like hills. We don't like hills at all. Cole honestly, I actually nearly curled up and died.
We're from Blackpool. It's got to be flat.
I went to stay in Wargoller, and I'd walked the one way, and it was fine. And the woman at the place I was staying, she said, "Oh no, if you go back this other way, it's quicker." So I'm like, "Okay, I'll give it a try. I might see some different scenery." First of all, I got lost and nearly ended up on a farm but I was walking down the road, so it's probably the way you would drive there. So I was not only was I walking on the road, but the hills. Oh my God, the hills were just ridiculous. Honestly, it got to a stage like I cannot. Honestly, I nearly just stopped and curled up on the pavement. In fact, there wasn't even a pavement; it was a road. I was like, if I just, I just can't do this anymore. And somehow managed to, and then at the top of the hill it was just like an oasis. It was just like there was a corner shop that sold bottles of water, and I'm like, yes, I'm back in Colne High Street, and I got a bottle of water, and I was like, oh, it's amazing. And then I got to the station, and
well, you weren't too keen on Steep Hill in Lincoln, to be honest.
That's
in fact, I'm surprised they got the award.
Yeah, it was sort of Street of the Year 2012. Like, did they not walk up it? It needs a funicular, that does. I tell you, it's just ridiculous. Even walking down, you can't even walk down it because it does your knees in. But
you loved it. It won.
I loved Lincoln. the Hill, not so keen on. I might, if I go up on maybe a Segway or something. There is a bus that goes up, and nobody told me there was a bus that goes up steep. It's next time I'm getting the bus.
Oh, well, Smithy says he can't see his plates to meet at 2 a.m. Sunday morning after a night on the win or lose, so he can't see him.
Oh, right, got a good one. Blink 182A1. Oh, that is a good one. Can't see your plates to meet at 2 a.m. Sunday morning after a night. Oh, win or lose.
Daniel Tucker's got a Chelsea one. Is that a Chelsea mask? That might well be. We saw the Blackpool ones, but they weren't tangerine.
No, they're white. They're not great. I like striking.
We wanted a tangerine one.
There are companies people doing like tangerine ones with the Blackpool logo on. So.
Yeah, Ryan Dunbar says.
I like the idea of designing my own.
Theme Park Worldwide have their own branding masks, which they look really good. They do look really good.
I'm thinking of having one with my logo on actually off my website. I've actually, but I would have pressed the button on it to be honest, but they don't have them in lady sizes. I've only got a little head, so I think kiddie's size was something like age 4 to 6, which I'm not sure my head's that small, and man size is too big. I have an extra small head.
We just need to go back a little bit because there's a lot of chatting coming in. We'll try and get through these messages as quickly as we can. Mr. Moss says, I can go to the local pub but can't drive over to Blackpool and have a cup or tea with my mum in her garden. Economically led nonsense.
I think you just can't be. Is it not? You just can't be in somebody else's house. Surely in the garden, if you're socially distanced, I don't see why. As long as you're careful, I think.
Does John Travolta have a Nicolas Cage mask? That's Mr. Molly. Mr. Alan Smith says, what do you call an Italian geezer with a rubber toe?
Roberto. Yeah, I know. That's one of my favourite jokes.
Yes, take Lee to Rotherham and watch him rant again. Yes, I would. I really did have a bit of a rant outside Rotherham.
Although
I
have been, after I posted the away days videos this week, I actually got in conversation with a Rotherham fan who started actually trying to insult me. And I wasn't having any of it, so I was just nice to him back. And we ended up having quite a nice conversation. He was recommending pubs to me. Apparently, the car park that we parked in, we walked past like a really good real ale pub, and apparently there's one also that has live music on before matches. So there was a brewery tap. So he says next time we go there, drop him a message, and he can take us like to the Rotherham only places where we might not otherwise get in. I'm thinking, well, actually, we might get lynched for all the stick we give Rotherham. I'm not quite sure.
We may not be welcome back in Rotherham.
Go to Sheffield instead.
It seems like
you know where you are with Sheffield.
Seems like Ryan's video's gone down well. Mark Puster's great video. Alan Smith, great halftime video. Brilliant. Nick Muller's saying, where is Ben? Is he doing his homework today? Ednam's here. Afternoon, Ednam Mansfield from Telford. Daniel Tucker says he's been asked by St Albans to film his favourite moments for a media project. That sounds really exciting, Daniel.
Brilliant, Ryan. Actually, I loved your bedroom wall with all the Rangers stuff. I actually would have quite liked to have seen a bit more of that. It looks pretty cool. Like all your walls just filled with all the Rangers stuff. Your Blackpool Rangers half and half scarf.
Everybody's confirming that Mallam is in the Yorkshire Dales.
Yeah, Yorkshire Dales. Yeah, I like Yorkshire.
Lawrence Taylor's saying it's weird that Rangers are in 2 different seasons, given that they also have one more UEL game, although they're pretty much out.
Yeah, the European games start this week, don't they?
Weird, isn't it? Well, there we are. There's your answer to where he is. He's not doing his own work. He's here. Hi, Ben. Ben from Cosvog says hi. So Ben, again, if you don't know, if you're new to the channel, Ben has COD vlogs. He follows Fleetwood Town. He's a great young YouTuber. He's up for the Football Content Awards Young Creator of the Year. Good friend of ours. Comes into our live streams, and also we're going to be doing something with some of these YouTubers next week. Stay tuned. We're going to have a new little feature coming on, which I think a lot of you will enjoy. Tangerine Ace says, Gordale Scar, Mallam in North Yorkshire, Jane. Absolutely stunning scenery, especially if you drive down, park up and walk to the Scar with the waterfall. Great day out. Head to settle.
We haven't had an answer on the hills. How hilly is it?
Is it hilly? Do we have to climb up?
Mr. Moley, high scoring thriller in Birmingham, UB40, Heaven 17. That's a rugby score.
That's a great one.
I had a bit of trauma with UB40. I've never been a massive fan of UB40. Anyway, I remember reading an article with them, an interview with them in Smash Hits, I think it was, back in the day, and one of the guys in the band just said something really coarse that I don't like coarseness, and he said something really coarse in his interview, and I'm like, that wasn't very nice. So that really put me off them. But there's this pub in Birmingham where they filmed the video for Red Wine. And every time you go in there, and it was quite a nice pub. You know, they were making an effort with the real ale, and I was involved with Birmingham Camera at the time, so I used to go in quite often. But they would play UB40 all the time on the jukebox, and I was just like, aside from the fact that they had quite a creepy, landlord who was, I think he was offering to give me to teach me hot yoga, which was I'm just like, I'm here to talk to you about beer. You know, I don't really want you teaching me hot yoga, but thank you. So I didn't go in again after that. But also the UB40 in there was just constant. I can't bear it. So I'm not a fan.
They're a bit
of
weird,
UB40.
UB. I don't mind Kingston Town. I don't mind the 1 in 10, but the rest of it was pretty garbage. I'm not really a big fan of theirs. Ryan, subscribe to you. Ben, he totally agrees with me. Your videos are fantastic.
Yeah, really good. Just the passion.
Cosbox has replied to that. Thank you.
The waterfall is flat. Great.
Okay, that's all right. That's one for us then. Oh, go. Where does that go? It skipped.
We need to rattle through these.
We do. We really need to. We're really behind. So, Alan Smith says, years ago, my mate Jimmy from Motherwell gave me a Rangers DVD. Mo Johnson, Mark Haley, great club, great history, great fans.
Yeah.
Cole's nickname is Hilltown, says Mark Porter. Ryan Dunbar.
Great view from the ground, though.
Might be a Blackpool fan, but I don't regret it one bit. Brilliant. Jimmy Palmer is here for more football chat. I know how much you love it, Jimmy. We haven't checked your channel this week. If you've had any of the good videos, if you haven't subscribed to Jimmy Palmer yet, do so. He's a Blackpool lad. It's not a football vlog, but it's good fun. And we were laughing out loud the other week where we watched his trip to McDonald's, it's worth it just to watch that video alone.
Oh, Ryan says he's watched it. He says he hasn't laughed so much in ages.
Yeah, it's really good, isn't it?
Not far from Skipton. Oh yeah, I went to Skipton. When we played Colne last year. All right, so yeah, beautiful part. I say we might. Well, we could factor that into my birthday adventure. We're going to Wycombe.
Colne's ground is at the top of Harrison Drive. It's a steep climb up from the town.
Yeah, I did. We drove actually. Pam drove up to the ground.
Afro Man is here. Afro Man, hello. How are you? We haven't seen you for a while. He does not want to wear a mask in case I'm not recognised or mistaken for Fanny the Tranny. Oh God.
Ryan says he's going to take photos and send photos of his bedroom to me via tweets.
The steepest road in the UK runs by Harlech Castle on the Welsh coast. Short but approaches 40 degrees in places. The Moley found that a tough cycle.
Oh gosh,
blimey, yeah.
Oh yeah, that would be difficult. I used to cycle to Chasetown's ground sometimes, and there's a hill because it goes over the M6 toll road, and I had to get off my bike and push it up because I couldn't figure out how
this is exciting.
To the gears. Dave did help me. Dave, I don't know if he's still here. Did help me with like getting my gears sorted out and everything, but I could never manage that hill.
This is a bit exciting for you. Father Troll says it's a bit geeky, but we'll be interested to hear the match day programme in a digital only version.
That is an interesting one,
Maybe
and
it's
sort of I'm sort of interested in that from the fanzine perspective as well, because obviously things now are changing a little bit, and they're looking at, well, it's potentially you could transmit the virus. It's just a bit ridiculous, really, but you could transmit the virus with a physical copy program or fanzine, so it's kind of frowned upon a little bit going forward, but. Online, would you bother? Really? I mean, I've got the fanzine online, and really, it's not taken off. It's definitely very much the hard copy. Historically, has been the way to go, and people just haven't been interested online. I think perhaps people's attention span online is people don't want to be reading something that long. A whole magazine online, maybe a little article or a little tweet or a little Facebook post. Just little snapshots, little things. But
you listen to Audible books, though, don't you? That's quite good. So it could be like done as an Audible. You're not like an Audible book.
No? I think maybe just social media updates once a day. I don't think online. And the question, I mean, do you guys buy programs at matches? I mean, the thing is with me, I keep everything I buy, and I've got all my match tickets. I've got all the fanzines and programs I've ever bought. I used to buy the program when I was in it. I used to have regular columns intermittently over the years in the Blackpool programme, so I'd always buy the ones I was in, as I still do, actually. I've been in like the Ipswich one this season, Sunderland, but I only buy the ones I'm in. It's not part of my match day for me because I just know if I buy it, I'll have to keep it forever. So it's not. I know it's a big thing for the ground hoppers, isn't it?
Daniel Teckers is close to 800 subscribers, so he's getting very close. So if anybody wants to check him out, Daniel Teckers is a St Albans fan, a St Albans blogger. You can give him a sub.
I also found with the away days, you read your Blackpool bit and it's the same in every away day programme. And that's the only bit that I always used to read, really. So.
Link random was saying, yeah, so it's a very obvious name for a street name. Steep Hill, it is. Cos Vlogs is getting close to it's 5.26 thousand. Yeah, it's got lots of subscribers. Jimmy Palmer, Malham Cove, Yorkshire Dales is where I did my Duke of Edinburgh silver. It's very hilly. Okay, so we're getting news. It could be hilly.
Yeah. But in the car,
Dan's playing. Can I send you guys a link to a petition Wigan fans have for review into the EFLS owners and directors test?
Of course you
I know,
can.
but yes, absolutely, yeah. We're just horrified with it. It's terrible. They've got 17,000 signatures, but need 100,000 to get debated in Parliament. I think it should be debated in Parliament. I think it's well, we all sing about the EFL, don't we? We know what we sing about the EFL. Fork the EFL. We don't like him at all, and it's just rubbish. Cosvogs will sign it. Alan Smith says, sorry Lee, love you geese, but Jane's my sort of apple and twirl. Loves a footy, ale and away days. Yeah.
Apple and twirl.
Girl.
Well, but apples and twirls don't go together. So orange twirl, maybe.
Mr. Moley, R2D2 C3P is it? Oh, brilliant.
Mr. Moley, just to ask, but what is hot yoga? I didn't stick around to find out, actually. I downed my pint and left at that point.
Sounded good.
No, you didn't see the guy. No.
Cosvog saying his mum's YouTube is playing up. She's listening, but she can't comment.
I wonder where she was
dear.
today.
Okay, Jimmy Palmer, you're going off to film his 10th vlog. Right, brilliant.
Cool, good luck.
We look forward to seeing it. All right, nice for you to pop in, Jimmy.
Ryan, I'm sure there's Rangers. Oops, where have we gone? Rangers supporters clubs that leave from local to you that are also Millwall fans like you. Yeah, there's supporters clubs everywhere for the big clubs, isn't there? Nick Muller, the Corn Cob, a good pub in Rotherham, but did not sell food. What sort of pub don't serve food? Well, yeah, I think it sort of back in the day, pubs had to decide, didn't they, between smoking and food? They could only do one or the other.
Ryan keeps programmes. Smithy's going up to Rangers, so we're going as well. So we'll have to go when you're going, Smithy. That'll be good. We'll meet everyone there. That'll be brilliant.
Well, from watching the Eurovision movie last night, Scotland looks really good. So I wouldn't be averse. We can't go abroad, can we? So
no.
So maybe Scotland's the way forward.
Adam Clark,
we'll venture a bit further afield on our birthday weeks off.
Hello, Adam Clark. He's still waiting for season tickets to be sold. Yeah, we still haven't heard anything yet.
Yeah, well, they've said they're going to wait until they know what's going on, don't they? Whether fans can go in or not, because I don't see how they can sell them, how they can decide how they're going to be priced if you don't know how many games you're going to get for your season tickets.
Ben's given us a big congratulations on 2,000. Yes, we've finally done it. Just before the program started today, people were posting that we got 2,000, but we had it down as 1,999. So next we're on to 3,000, then 3 million. If we can get to 3 million subscribers, that would be great. So make sure you share it with millions of people.
Nick says program sales will go down this season, could be the end to them. Well, attendances are going to go down. Food sales probably going to go down. Are they going to encourage you to start taking your own food into matches as well, so you don't have to queue? I mean, I kind of do anyway, because football ground food is generally terrible.
Ben says she can't get back in until he gets home to sort it out for her. So is your mum techie, not techie? Does she need technical help, as mums often do?
Mr. Merley says, as you know, I subscribe to many printed fanzines. I tend to stop subscribing if they go online only, although I would always keep on with ours. Thank you. That was a nice little get out at the end there. Yeah, it's just really, I mean, I started doing the online fanzine last summer because people were saying, oh yeah, but there really isn't a demand for it at all, and it costs a lot of money. It costs something like £500 a year on the issue platform, which is really not financially viable. So I've got until the end of August, I think, to decide whether I'm going to continue with that. What I think I might do is try and sort of factor it into my website. Now I've got the website, I kind of know what I'm doing with that. If I can get the fanzine in there somehow to keep the electronic format for those that want it, but without paying stupid money for issue. Which I don't want to
it was
keep
pretty
doing.
expensive, wasn't it?
It was ridiculous, yeah.
Ryan Dunbar reckons his retweet helped us get to 2,000. Thank you, Ryan. If your retweet helped, that is wonderful.
Oh, St Albans have changed their badge. Yes, I did see that this week. It's very different, isn't it? I like it, but I'll miss the old badge. Well, you'll still have it on your old shirts, won't you? So, yeah, I think these things do change. Adam Clark says, well, I know you can pre-order season tickets and I'm wanting it as a Christmas present. So you must understand what I mean as in it's Christmas present I don't want to get on the day it comes out.
Yes.
Ben says his mom's as good with tech as much as Owen Oyston is at running a club.
Oh, she's not very good then.
You've been so chatty today, I haven't even started going through my list yet. I'm sure we've covered quite a lot of it. Oh, the Wigan manager's resigned.
Has he?
Yeah.
Who was the Wigan manager?
Paul Cook.
Ah.
FA Cup final today at 5:30. We've covered Mariano, a Real Madrid striker, has been diagnosed with COVID, but he's okay. I don't think he's shown any symptoms. He's just self-isolating. Sunderland's financial results are out. They made a pre-tax loss of £10.58 million in the 18-19 season. So,
good God.
Yeah, so I just find it quite amusing that they're in such a mess, and I hope we finish above them next season because they're just we don't. Watching Sunderland till I die, they're interesting characters, aren't they, at Sunderland? But they just the money that they spend is crazy.
It is crazy.
They
just still believe they're such a big. Well, they are a big club. There's no doubt about it. They are a big club. They've got a massive stadium, but they're kind of living as if they're in, at least a division higher, and it's costing them bad.
Not. Birmingham City have got a new manager, Aitor Karanka. He was previously at Nottingham Forest and Middlesbrough. Got Middlesbrough promoted to the Premier League. He's been out of work for a year though, so that's an interesting choice. Wigan will get the result of their appeal next week. We've had the last game at Griffin Park this week, which was a happy occasion because they qualified for the playoff final, but obviously there were no fans there to see it, so it's sad really, but it's kind of nice that they had that happy occasion, but very sad that the fans weren't there to see it. So the playoff final in the Championship is Brentford versus Fulham on Tuesday. And today it's the National League playoffs. I think we've had Weymouth have won, haven't they? It's Boston, Altrincham in the National League North. Have we had that game? I'm not sure what time that was kicking off. And the National League playoff final, Harrogate versus Notts County. There's a good interview on the BBC website, which I've actually tweeted a link to, a conversation with Troy Deeney and Alex Scott about how important it is to talk about mental health issues and how they've been affected by things that have happened in their past, and having therapy and how talking can really help. So that's worth a look. It's only a 4-minute video, but it really is worth a watch. It's very interesting. Barrow have been making a lot of signings. Wow. So they mean business next season.
Mr. Molly says the latest from the Intergalactic Cup first round. Thunderbirds 3, Fireball XL 5.
Oh, Intergalactic Cup. Wow. Tangerine A, think you should knock up an advert for your Vlogly, then get Ben to play it out loud on his sites. Yes. You're looking at making adverts, aren't you?
Yeah, we are. That's the thing I'm trying to... I have actually put an offer out now. I've just completed a filmmaker course, which I've been
you finished it,
doing. Yeah, and I'm looking to make commercials for businesses. Really, that's the where I want to go with it. So if you know any businesses that are looking for a commercial, it's not going to cost them thousands. Obviously, many businesses are coming back, and they really need that. Video commercial. It's so important. It's for businesses, it really is. And I know a lot have been struggling and they haven't got lots of money because they're coming back from lockdown stuff. But if you know anybody who wants a video doing for the business, I'm doing for the first 10. We're doing them for £200. So that's just to get things rolling. I've already done one. It's actually on the feed further down for what's it called now?
Postal and data systems.
Postal and data systems. That's it. Yeah, he's a franking machine specialist. He's a Blackpool fan and part of Seaside's Business Club. I did it for him. So there's a couple of videos I've got in the pipeline, but that's really where I want to go with it at the moment. I want to get into making commercials for people because I love making videos.
Nick hasn't been able to keep it buttoned about Fleetwood as promised.
No,
he says they changed their bag to a haddock because they think it may bring them more luck.
Yeah, I thought is that now 16-5, Nick? Is
haddock a lucky fish?
I don't as lucky as a haddock. I don't know. I don't think it is.
Smithy says last time we were in Rotherham, got Nick for giving a local a belt in a boozer near their ground. Not our fault. Yorkshire old Bill joined in as well. Press murdered us. No one likes us.
Well, you have got that reputation, Millwall fans, haven't you, from way back when? I suppose it's just one of them things that it's like it makes you wonder how Leeds are going to go in the Premier. Well, there might not be any fans there, but Leeds in the Premier League.
Yeah, are they going to let home fans in first, or how's it going to work with the away fans? It's going to be an interesting one to see.
Lawrence Taylor's predicting Brentford to win the playoff final. Might be worth noting that it means the last game of our domestic season exactly a year after it started with the Community Shield. Wow, that's it. Honestly, it's going to be a year that people will remember forever. It's going to go down in history. I don't know what it's going to go down in history as, but it's a pretty. It's just it will be historic. This.
Ryan sent me a tweet with the rest of his room.
What's everyone's opinion on the Newcastle takeover? It's off the table. I'm kind of happy for it because the Premier League is not letting massive petrol dollars in. Yeah, and look at Sheffield. Not big owners. Yeah, well, a lot of people are. Oh yeah,
you're watching us from your.
A lot of people are obviously happy about the Newcastle takeover. Apart from Newcastle fans who are gutted, aren't they? Because they just can't wait to get rid of Mike Ashley. They actually hate him. So, they look like they were bringing in lots and lots of money, but they seem to have this very dodgy side to them, didn't they? That has been highlighted.
Well, it's not happening now, so.
Hans Smith says Brentford versus Fulham. Would rather watch. What would
Grandma pull up the weeds? Yeah. Well, Brentford are meant to be very good. I hear they're playing some good football, but no, it's of no interest to me really. But I don't really care about Fulham one way or the other.
Mr. Muller still coming up with his scores from the Intergalactic Cup again. First round, Deep Space Nine, Babylon 5.
Oh, I used to love Deep Space Nine until they had that stupid ending, which just annoyed me. I used to love all the battles, between the Bajorans and the I want to say Kardashians. That's bad, isn't it? Cardassians, was it? Was it the Cardassians?
Yeah. Kardashians.
No, it wasn't Kardashians. That's a different thing.
The people on
Yeah. I can't. I've just got Kardashians in my head now.
Yeah, it is Kardashian.
That would be a good battle. I would like to see the Bajorans take them on. But yeah, and then it all got all spiritual at the end. It did my head in. I can't be doing spiritual stuff, so that just put me off the whole series. And I can see it's on Netflix now, and I just can't.
Dan's Planning says he posted the link to the EF petition in the chat. I don't know if it needs to be approved by you.
Sometimes it doesn't work.
I don't think we've seen that one, have we? Have we seen that? Do you want to post it again, Dan, and we'll see if it comes through, and I'll if I have to approve it, I will do. Toonami says you can see many Newcastle fans turning to Newcastle Blue Star. It's located in the west end of the city. Lee Clark has got a role in it and ambitions to do a Salford City.
Oh, wow.
Well, that could be.
Well, yeah, I think a lot of people are turning to non-league, aren't they, now, just because it's a different kind of problems, but it's more refreshing, isn't it?
One from the semi-finals of the music genre trophy. Dave Clark 5, 3 tenors. Tangerine's Aid saying he thinks I do really well with ads. You're clearly extremely good at editing with cracking production quality and with great choice of background music.
Oh, great.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
honestly, I will do some superb videos, for £200 for some businesses. I really will. It's where I want to go, and obviously I know companies charge thousands for these things, and 200 is very cheap. But I want to get it going, and I want to help some people out. I want to help some businesses out, and if I can and do a good job, it's good for me as well. And I really love I just love the whole editing video, don't I? I just love doing it.
Yeah.
Just love going around. I've actually...
And you're better than a lot of the professional, so we saw one just on Facebook. You get these Facebook promoted videos coming up, and there was one. It looked quite good. It was for the product looked good. It was for just these kitchen gadgets that core and slice an apple for you and all sorts of different things. But like the quality of the video, he could do better than that.
Could have been so much better.
Mr. Mel, yes, it was Grimsby Town that had Harry Haddock inflatables. That was a great, if short-lived craze. No, I think they
still do it.
They're very big on the inflatables at Grimsby still.
They are, and they were told they couldn't take them to a ground, and they've done a video.
We mentioned the other week, didn't we, that when they went to Barnet, they said to Grimsby no inflatable, so they took a mariachi band instead.
They did, yeah. They just made a party of it anyway. Yeah. Daniel Tucker, his prediction is Chelsea 2, Arsenal 1. Giroud and Pulisic to score for Chelsea, and Aubameyang to score for Arsenal.
Well, I hope you're right.
Brentford were the best team I've seen in the Championship this season. So Dan's playing in the speed they move the ball from defence to attack is unbelievable. Oh, yeah. Well, but what went wrong? They only had to win that last game of the season. They were up. They should have never been in the playoffs. They just blew it at the end, didn't they? It was unbelievable. Maybe it's just nerves.
Cardassians, yes.
Cardassians, yeah. Yes, Cardassians.
Just haven't heard the word for a while. It just came out wrong.
I don't. Paul Stanley liquidated Protoplan for Owen, so good luck to Wigan. Afro-Man knows about these things.
Paul Folwell Blue Notes. Hello, Jane and Lee. How are you doing?
Hi,
We're
Paul.
Doing great.
Hi, Paul.
Nick Muller, I got an email saying if fans go back, they may move some to other parts of the grounds, which makes no sense. So someone who paid £333 for a season ticket seat and a £700 season ticket seat, well, got to figure it out somehow, haven't they?
Yes, the link disappeared again. It's not coming up, Dan, unfortunately, that one. So post us a link through and I'll see if I can get it in the comments, but I don't know. Maybe it just doesn't like web links going into chat.
No, I don't think, because you can't click on them in the chat, can you, I suppose? Maybe that's why. Yeah, I tried to do it before with the voting for the Content Awards. It wouldn't let me either.
I might be able to put it in the comments below, but I think they just don't allow links to, I think it's to stop people posting links to porn sites and all that sort of stuff that people do. So I think that probably it's not us that's blocking it. It's not coming through.
Smithy says, I'll spread the word down here, Lee and Jane. Think your channel is great. Can see you being really big up north. Great club, the Blackpool Seasiders. Oh, thank you. That's great.
We're looking forward actually to the Football Content Awards. It's a big thing for us. It should have been already. We should have already been done, and so it's been delayed to November. And we're hoping that's going to be a bit of a big break for us. And also, the conifers that we were going to be doing, we'd have done them by now. We'd have been out to Belarus. Was it Belarus?
No, it was North Macedonia.
North Macedonia. That's where we're going. Yeah.
Overland.
Well, we had press accreditation for that as well, so we're going to do a lot of features on that, which would have been amazing. Really, it's like the alternative World Cup for teams that are not big enough to be.
It's not like they're not big enough. It's just a different thing. It was described as a festival of punk football. I reviewed a book about it last week, which you can read all about what the conifers are. It's just sort of kind of like the alternative. It's basically like the non-league of international football. Basically, all the crap with all the money and all the corruption at the top levels. It's just something different where lads just want to play football for fun, and it brings people together, and it's a great community. It sounds wonderful. So when they next have their World Cup, we will be there for sure. Lauren says, hope Wigan do win their appeal, but would feel for Barnsley after getting wins v Forest and Brentford to complete a great escape. Yeah, because they were already down, weren't they? But I don't really have any affection for Barnsley, so I'm not really too bothered.
Ryan said he voted numerous times for us in the Football Content Awards, so thank you very much, Ryan. That is actually brilliant. We appreciate all them votes because it's got us in. So let's see if we can win it. Now that's the thing, we need to win it. But
Nick, no, we're not. We're not in lockdown here. No more than anywhere else. We've escaped. It's East Lancashire. We're in West Lancashire, so we're still able to go out and about, meet our friends down the pub.
Paul's congratulating us on getting 2,000 subs. So yeah, we've actually done it, but we need to get kind of way past 2,000 because you kind of get some and then you lose some. It's weird. We've had a couple of weeks since I did the 2K video and it was going up and down. And 1 minute I was at 1,985, then I was back down to 1,975, and it just I didn't think I was ever going to get there. I said to Jane the other day, I'm taking 2 steps forward and 1 step back, but it's thanks to all you guys and people sharing and telling people what we do, and we wouldn't do it without you lot. We wouldn't be able to do this if you didn't all come along and join in. So it's we
actually missed it. So when we're back at football, we
wouldn't have anything to talk about. We may do.
Little Matt's in the house.
Little Matt is here. Yes. Now we interviewed, if you were here earlier, we interviewed Ryan Dunbar this week from Scotland at half time. We're now going to have a meet the fans. So if anybody's interested in being a fan and we're having a chat with you, post in the comments below. Last week was the first one, which was Little Matt. I might even put it maybe up on YouTube, maybe if I can. But it's in the middle of last week's show with Little Matt, who's we bumped into him lots of times in our videos. He's a bit of a Nostradamus. He predicts scores and all sorts of stuff. He's great. He's full of enthusiasm. So there's a chat with him. So nice to see you, Little Matt.
Mr. Moley's stuck on this hot yoga, so I better explain what it is. Hot yoga is a form of yoga as exercise performed under hot and humid conditions, resulting in considerable sweating. Some hot yoga practices seek to replicate the heat and humidity of India, where yoga originated. Bikram Chowdhury has suggested that the heated environment to Bikram yoga helps to prepare the body for movement and to remove impurities. So I would actually faint I would black out if I did hot yoga. I can tell you that for now. For now. So yeah, that's not for me. Hot yoga. I was right to refuse.
Ryan Dunbar says if you want to get past 2,000, leave it with him, and we'll have double figures by the year end. Well, we'll hold you to that then, Ryan.
Yeah.
If everybody else can have as much enthusiasm as that for promoting us, we may well get to 3 million soon.
Super Nick Muller. Edna, when will you know the result about the FCA Awards? It's November. They're due to be the Content Awards. So hopefully we'll be allowed to go to the awards ceremony by then, but who knows? I
don't think they'll let us know until the night. It would much like the Oscars, wouldn't it, if you're going to win? I don't think they'll let you know you've won until you've kind of won. I would think it would be a surprise on the night.
Yeah.
We'll probably be the last category out. I mean, I'll be there when we go and win. They'll all have gone home and we'll be there as the last best new content creators.
I know the last ones will be the big one, won't it? So.
Oh, you think so? The big to the end?
Yeah.
Oh, we might be out. We might be out the bag first then. We're certainly going to vlog it, that's for sure. So we'll let you all see exactly what it's like, because we just want to go to Tottenham more than anything, don't you? Jane's bursting to go to Tottenham's new ground because it's one of the grounds she's not been to, and they freeze the glasses and everything, don't they? And it looks pretty cool.
Mr. Moley says, is that the Conifer tournament, Jane? Yeah, we were going to go to the Conifers in North Macedonia this year. We're going to make a road trip of it because Lee doesn't like flying, so we were going to either get the train or drive or do a bit of half and half and spend a bit of time in some countries, Austria and Hungary along the way, and it would have been epic, but didn't happen, did it? But maybe next year.
Daniel Tecker says he almost got in but he failed to get through. Which category were you in, Daniel? Because I know I think Ben was in. I think Ben, you'll be able to confirm, I think he was in Best New Content Creator last year, and then he's been in the Best Young Content Creator this year, so you could probably still go for the Young if you weren't already in the Young, or not quite sure, but you will get another chance as your channel gets bigger, I'm sure.
If you're good enough, there'll always be a category for you.
Yeah. Mr. Mo said be posting links to hot yoga sites. They could be posting links to hot yoga sites. Yes, especially if it came up on like these things that hear what you're talking about. Like Alexa might have heard you talking about.
Oh, and now speaking of Alexa, oh gosh, she still heard me. How did we spit it? We're struggling with the riddle of the day today, so I don't know if you guys. It's annoying me, this one, because it's.
Should we ask her?
Because she's kind of altered the English to fit the rhyme, and it doesn't. It makes me uncomfortable. So we'll give you the riddle of the day and see if you can help us.
Let's ask her.
Alexa, volume 10. Alexa, riddle of the day. Here we go.
Welcome back. As you've joined the game in the evening, you won't have to wait all day to find the answer. Yesterday's riddle was, I run like the wind. but lounge on the rocks.
Didn't need
I'll
that one.
stick to the wall, even if my tail falls off. And the answer was a lizard. 47% of people
Tail
got that
falls
right.
off.
Today's riddle is, I'm squishy like jello and come in white, pink or yellow. A brush of my skin will harsh your mellow.
Harsh your mellow.
Yeah. Did you get that?
I'm
Did you all?
squishy like jello and come in white, pink or yellow. A brush of my skin will harsh your mellow. Take a guess, say repeat, or ask for the answer.
Alexa, stop. So there we are. So that's it. Yeah.
Okay,
She won't.
just open riddle of the day when you're ready to hear the
So Alexa,
answer.
stop.
She won't. She can't stop when she's skilling.
Oh, she can't stop when she's skilling.
So,
Right. So that's it. Any idea on that at all? What is it?
It will harsh
It's
your
squishy
mellow.
like Jello. It comes in pink, white, and yellow, and it will.
And if you touch its skin, it'll harsh your mellow.
And if you touch its skin, it will harsh your mellow. So
we've
Any
tried
ideas?
custard and blancmange, and they're not right. So any ideas?
Blackpool TV is claiming to be our 2000th sub.
Hey,
Wow!
brilliant.
If there was a prize
Why
for
did
that,
you
yeah.
not sub ages ago?
Yeah, I think he subbed twice.
Oh,
I
right.
think he's already subbed. I think that's right, isn't it, Blackpool lad? You've already subscribed, then you've subscribed as you knew, whatever. So yeah. So if everybody gets an alias, if you all get another YouTube alias, no, actually, you don't want that. You don't. With the people that subscribe, you really want them to watch your video. So there's a lot of people on YouTube that do this sub for sub thing, and it doesn't work because people don't watch the videos. And if people aren't watching the videos, it's pointless. Honestly, you've got to get the watch time. The people have got to, who watch your videos have got to watch them, and you've got to watch them all the way through if you can, rather than just watching a minute and all that. It's all everything affects your channel. You've got to have good viewers and good viewing figures and good watch times.
Mr. Moley needs a cold shower after that hot yogurt conversation. Yeah, it just sounds unbearable to me. I can't even have a bath, to be honest. If I have a bath, I'm fainting when I get out of it. So hot yogurt, saunas, no. I mean, even the weather yesterday was I can't cope with heat at all.
Ryan Dunbar says, leave it with me. I'll get a private jet with one of the banners subscribed to Leach LCTV on the back of it, and I'm going to make it my mission to get you to 10,000 at least by year end.
wow.
Flipping heck, Ryan.
Ryan.
Whoa! Even I don't know how I can get 10,000 subscribers. We may get a few more for when we come up to Rangers. That might help us a bit, I think. Ryan tweets our channel out every Saturday after the show. Fantastic.
Thank you. Dan Splaney said if I wanted to send you a porn links, it would be a video of the 4 Blackpool goals at the DW Stadium in 2010. Yes,
yeah,
I'd like to
that
see
was
that.
serious porn, wasn't it? Football
Yeah.
porn.
Oh.
What's this? What's my missus? He says Alan Smith. I can't. There's lots of lions and everything in that.
Paul McKenna can sort out Lee's flying phobia. Give him a shout.
Yeah.
Yes, you did express an interest in maybe getting that addressed, didn't you? So we'll see how that goes. We could make a video about it. Put you in one of those simulators.
Guy I know has been
that
running
could be a good watch.
a train-based YouTube channel with about 300 subs for 2 years. He's promoted a vid 2 weeks ago. He's now up to 12,000 subs and still adding nearly 1,000 per day.
Wow, is that like a Facebook promoted video?
Had a promoted vid. I don't quite know how that works, but
Yeah. Tell us more,
that's,
Mr. Mo.
yeah, that's really interesting. We don't know how to get up to that sort of level.
Angel Delight.
It was another account, yeah.
I don't know. She's
Oh, Angel Delight.
But no. Oh, we're spots off A's Alexa. Angel Delight. It doesn't have skin though, does it? Angel Delight.
Nick Muller says if he unsubs then resubs, he'll be the 2,000. That's great. That's a good
I
idea.
said blancmange and custard.
We'll just keep getting
Custard's got
everybody
skin.
keep unsubscribing and subscribing. We'll just keep getting 2,000.
No, don't.
No,
unsubscribe.
don't do that. Congratulations on 2,000 subs from Lawrence. Yeah, thank you very much. We've sparked off Tangerines, Alexa. Yeah, we've tried blancmange. We tried that, didn't we?
Blancmange and custard. Yeah, I just can't think of what else.
He was going for the best non-league creator was Daniel Tech
right.
as well. You might be able to go for the best young content creator next time then. Can't you?
Or both. You still go for non-league one again.
Although he's been in twice, hasn't he now? Loudmouth BFC.
Yeah. Ryan says, Lee, I've told you before, I'm a big supporter and big believer of this channel. You two, even on YouTube, mean a lot to me. So you give me entertainment. Every upload, it's my turn to give back. Oh, brilliant. That's lovely.
Thank you very much.
You're a love. Blackpool TV, I sent the video to you on Insta of me doing it, but it's not great quality.
All right, okay. Have you becoming our 2,000 subscriber?
So you touch yellow, white, or pink skin, to calm you down? Or what is it?
Oh, McKeeves, yeah. Darlington 0, Blackpool 4. Best night ever. Blimey, I was there with my dad. Sam Ellis, Tangerine Army. They
Before
had to.
my time.
Honestly, it was unbelievable that the fans wouldn't leave the ground. That was when Eamon was there and Paul Stewart was playing for us, and we had to like win at Darlington to go up. And honestly, it was a magical night, really nice summery night, and the fans just wouldn't leave the stadium until Sam Ellis came out and gave him a wave, and the police had to get him back out onto the ground about half an hour later because we're still there singing his name. We just wouldn't leave. It was an amazing night. It was honestly, it was one of my greatest memories with my dad. Really was. It was beautiful that night.
Smithy's asking, does Kai still play for Blackpool? Yeah. We haven't seen him for a long time, really. I don't really know
injured,
what happened with him, whether he was injured or fell out with Larry or whatever, but he's fit and raring to go again now. So, really excited about seeing him. He was amazing. He was actually my favourite player last season.
Have we tried Angel Delight? Do we try Angel Delight? Could it be Angel Delight?
No, because she's American, isn't she? It's not going to be Angel Delight, I don't think. I keep seeing it in the supermarkets, I'm thinking, oh, Angel Delight, I used to love it.
Right, I think pink,
not
white,
the
or yellow.
butterscotch one, though.
Pink, white, or yellow Angel Delight comes in those colours. Angels are mellow, that's my thinking. Could be. Should we ask?
Alexa.
We'll ask.
Riddle of the day.
Today's riddle is, I'm squishy like jello and come in white, pink or yellow. A brush of my skin will harsh or mellow.
Harsh or mellow? Harsh.
I'm squishy like jello and come in white, pink or yellow.
Did we try marshmallow?
A brush of my skin will harsh or mellow.
Yeah, we tried it.
Take a guess, say repeat, or ask for the answer.
Angel Delight!
Want a little friendly competition?
She's not even answered us. She's so annoying.
In national leaderboards, along with other perks. Want to learn more?
No.
If you change your mind, say Alexa.
Just go on. See, she stopped now. So we will never know.
Do you think we got a decent release clause on Western
If you
Hope?
change your mind,
Alexa.
Say Alexa. What can I buy? Whilst you are using this skill, today's riddle is. I'm squishy like jello and come in white, pink or yellow. A brush of my skin will harsh or mellow.
Just what you just say it. I won't say it together. Maybe the double thing.
Angel
Squishy like jello and come in white, pink or yellow. A brush of my skin will harsh or mellow. Take a guess, say repeat, or ask for the answer. Take a guess, say repeat, or ask for the answer.
Angel Delight.
Want a little friendly competition?
we
What's the
can't.
matter with her?
Riddle of the day pro compete in
Alexa.
national leaderboards.
Alexa.
Along with other perks. Want to learn more?
Jane gets really angry with
Let's throw
Alexa.
up the window in a
Alexa, stop. Stop. Okay, right.
Who knows?
Do you think
Honestly,
back to the football?
enough of her.
We've got about a million things.
You want to try doing the 100k drop? I tell you, she gave me such a headache last night.
Do
We're
you
never playing
think-
that ever again.
Do you think we've got a decent release clause on Western? I think they've done some deal with it. I think there's definitely some follow-ons. Feeney could be away, according to Matt Scrafton, where we kind of heard that already. Lawrence Taylor remembers Kaike scoring against us in the EFL Cup to take it to extra time, but we did win 3-2 with 10 men. Paul Dummett with a Shearer-like header. Oh, which game was that? The YouTube algorithm will select videos to promote. I like trains, and this was suggested by YouTube to me. And yeah, they will pick up on something sometimes. We're not sure if they picked up on that first Blackpool one of ours because that got like 10,000 views, and that just suddenly shot up like it was incredible. So sometimes I think they just do, but most of the time they just hate our videos.
Alexa.
Oh, when he played for Palace,
Riddle of the day.
Okay, when he played for Palace, yeah, okay, yeah.
Today's riddle is,
Oh no.
I'm squishy like jello and come in white, pink or yellow. A brush of my skin will harsh or mellow.
This is great
I'm
content. This
squishy
year.
like jello.
Have you
and
started her
come in
off
white,
again?
pink or yellow. A brush of my
What's she
skin
doing?
will harsh or mellow. Take a guess, say repeat, or ask for the answer.
Angel Delight.
Want a little friendly competition?
Stop it,
Members
honestly.
of the Day Pro
We
compete
can't
in
get the
national
answers.
leaderboards,
Stop!
along with
Alexa.
other perks.
Alexa.
Want to learn more?
Turn her off. Alexa, stop.
Sure.
Right, get back to the Dan Oteker's Willian not in the squad for Chelsea, but does this mean he's played his last game because his contract will run out at the end of the season? Don't know. My cousin's ex-boss Fred has a 4-seater plane and flies out of Squaresgate. Fancy a trip? Not really. I remember I went I had this guy in my taxi who was actually an instructor for flying, and I was talking about my fear, and he said, he said, I'll tell you what, I'll get rid of it. He said, come up with me, I'll take you for flying lessons, and you're all right, there's a parachute if anything goes wrong. And I was like, trust me, I can think of nothing worse than jumping out of a plane with a parachute on my back. So that didn't fill me with any confidence at all. And how can you go flying in a plane, not know, how would you even know how to jump out of a plane with a parachute if you never had a parachute
you
on
wouldn't think, you just do
No,
it.
I just don't fancy that at all. And I'll probably end up landing on the church steeple or something. And
Smithy said, Wall just signed a geezer on a year's loan from the Yids. Can you say that? Parrot evidently got a massive attitude problem. Makes me laugh. Try doing my job on a building site. Most lads dream to be a pro.
Calm, Jane. And Dunbar's finding your anger with Alexa.
Oh, she just drives me nuts. I don't
Tangerine A's Alexa's going berserk. Does Alexa ignore trademarks?
Oh, maybe.
Oh,
maybe.
maybe.
How do we say it without saying Angel Delight then? What do we call it? Is it some kind of fluffy?
I just don't know. We just
fluffy dessert food that you get in the supermarket.
Honestly, we could actually have a show about dealing with robots, because honestly, in between.
We had something brilliant the other day.
What's your one?
Well, the great thing is, because we've got 3 Alexas. So we've got the one in the living room, we've got one in the bedroom, and we've got one in where he makes his videos in the back room.
Who we've called computer, haven't we?
So because when you say Alexa too loudly, she didn't pick that one up. It sets off the ones in the other room. So sometimes you'll start having a conversation with one in the bedroom, and then you'll come in here, and she was playing Robbie Williams the other day, or he didn't even ask her to, but she must have misheard something from the other room. So the one that Lee's got, which is in the room next to the bedroom, you can change the name of them so they respond to something different. So instead of Alexa, you can say, oh gosh, I can pick that up, can't she?
I didn't hear that.
No, I know you weren't meant to.
Again.
You can change her name to Google or something else, or computer, and so we changed the one in
it's like
Lee's
Star
studios,
Trek, isn't it? I loved it.
So it could feel like Jean-Luc Picard.
Yeah,
so
computer.
Like computer. But because Lee said it in his voice, I can't. It won't respond to me. It doesn't. If I just say computer in my voice, it doesn't recognise that I'm saying computer.
So she has to say
I have to do an impression of Lee.
Go on, do your impression.
I have to go.
God, I did an impression of you in my video.
It's like computer. I have to go quite
computer,
low.
She says.
Anyway, so it's getting that exact level right, and so I've battles with that one as well. Honestly, I probably spend a good half an hour a day fighting with these machines.
She gets really shouty at them. She really shouts at them.
Yeah, but I think
she's like a school mistress. She gets angry with them.
Because the thing is, you have conversations with them. You'll try and speak to them as if they're human, but you've just got to use specific words, and there's no point. There's no point having fluffy conversations with them, because you've just got to say the key words as if So that's why I may seem abrupt with them, because
jumping out of a plane without a parachute is infinitely worse, says Davey. Well, actually, I can imagine jumping out of a plane without a parachute would be worse, but I just don't want. I don't want to go on a plane anyway. But to think that my option is, if things go wrong, I have a parachute to jump out of it in, doesn't fill me with a lot of confidence.
Dan's tweeted me the link to the EFL petition.
Yes, Dan has tweeted the link to the petition, so we'll try and get that in the into the.
Right, I will retweet that now. Done. Oh, do you follow? I'm following you now.
Have we seen the bungee jump from a plane on YouTube? No.
No, I don't think this sort of thing's helping, to be honest. I think just saying that flying is fine. Although I do black out on planes as well. I haven't mentioned that yet.
Try instant pudding.
I'm not trying again. I can't, honestly.
No, we can't stop her once she starts.
Nearly full time. Yeah.
I was once I was in the taxi, and it suddenly flashed up on my phone that I had a message, and when I pulled over, I thought, oh, who sent me the message, and I clicked on it. It just said it was actually my phone. It said, "Hi, this is your phone. I've noticed that you get up every morning at 7:45. Do you want me to set you an alarm?" calm. And I used to tell people that, I think my phone is actually becoming my only friend. It's there. It actually talks to me now, and I think that's the way it's going to go, isn't it? These things just really do talk to you. Yes, I've got Jane now, and I've got Jane too as well that I can talk to, as you've all seen in the latest video. If you haven't seen the latest video actually, and you haven't clicked on it yet,
don't do it just before bed. It may give you nightmares.
Yeah, I was experimenting with bringing myself in on my own video, which was it took quite a bit of mind. It was difficult, and even when I came to edit it, I'd done a few things wrong, so I had to clip over and stuff where I talked over myself and stuff. But yeah, it's a pretty cool thing to do. I'm going to do more of it. I've got this idea of having like an alter ego of myself who disagrees with me on everything about football, which could be quite funny. But we'll see how it goes. See if I can do it. But...
No, I've sort of thought about like my post-match summaries, doing the opinion that I give versus maybe something a little bit controversial that I wouldn't necessarily say. There could be like a different version of me, sort of maybe putting that side of things, and me, maybe softening it a little bit. So that could be a good thing to do. Oh, Ryan's got the answer.
Oh, because Alexa.
Tell us.
Mr. Moley says Alexa is like Mrs.
Oh, that's an evil cackle.
Alexa is like Mrs. Moley. She can nag him in every room almost simultaneously.
What's the answer? Is it Angel Delight? Is it Marshmallows?
It can't be Angel Delight. She won't
accept
accept it. We've tried it. She's not having it.
Ours won't accept it, but Ryan's might.
So have we got some scores? So Scotland were playing. Let's update you on this. We've got Rangers won 1-0 on Aberdeen. Dundee United won, St Johnstone won in 87 minutes. Hibernian beaten Kilmarn at 2-1, and St Mirren are beating Livingston 1-0. In the National League North,
Jellyfish.
Boston United.
It's jellyfish. Hang on a minute. She's emailed it to me as well.
Jellyfish. What's that to do with?
The riddle was.
Oh yeah.
I'm squishy like Jello and come in white, pink, or yellow. A brush of my skin will harsh your mellow. Oh yeah, because they sting you.
Yeah, they sting.
Yeah,
yeah.
That's
hard.
Well done, Ryan. I'm getting that one.
Should we do it?
Effort.
Should we do it? Go on. Before we go. Jane would be in a real mess if she had a hot bath on a plane flight.
Yeah,
really.
No, I wouldn't be doing that now. And I've kind of learned what it is. It's when I inhale, when I sniff, when we're just starting the descent. That's when I black out then and get really bad sort of stabby headaches like in my head.
You have to put up with.
Alexa,
sure.
riddle of the day.
There we go, folks.
Today's riddle is,
speaking of
squishy
stabbing,
like jello,
I'll let you do
and
it.
Come in white, pink, or yellow. A brush of my skin will harsh your mellow.
We get it now.
I'm squishy like jello, and come in white, pink, or yellow. A brush of my skin will harsh your mellow. Take a guess, say repeat, or ask for the answer.
Jellyfish.
Yay!
I'm awesome. You're awesome, Ryan. Thank you.
Thank you, Ryan.
Still awesome.
The answer to the riddle. I'm squishy like jello, and come in white, pink, or yellow. A brush of my skin will harsh your mellow. Was a jellyfish. So far, 38% of people got that right. Where 1 is awful and 5 is great. What would you rate this riddle on a scale of 1 to 5?
2.
Thanks for your feedback.
You're welcome.
If you'd like me to email you the riddles, click the link I just sent to your Alexa app. Come back tomorrow for more riddles.
Alexa, you already emailed me the riddles. I never asked you to.
Right, okay. Alan Smith is saying he'll look after your sinuses for you.
Oh well, that's great. Yeah, I was flying with my friend Chris actually to Stockholm. It's the first match I missed in 13 years because I didn't want to bypass a holiday to a free holiday to Stockholm just for a home game against Watford. I thought I'd weigh that up in my brain. That didn't really compute. So, and I was blacking out, and I grabbed him. I'm like, I can't see, and he just like carried on reading his magazine. I'm like, you're a fat lot of help, aren't you? So
Sorry, Ryan says sorry, couldn't keep up with the football scores, and he might be here next week. He might not. If you can watch both at the same time, because Rangers are playing at 3 next week. So that's the thing. Obviously, it's some once
start,
football gets back, to normal, and we're all watching football, then obviously, this is we've done this show.
We'll still be doing something like this, whether it's on a Sunday evening, whether it's still live or whatever. We'll figure something out, won't we? We'll maybe do a little bit more of the slotting other things in. I think potentially we'll do a bit of the live chat, and we'll slot in perhaps like the match highlights videos into the show, and have it maybe a little bit like that when we're back at football. So
here we are. Sam Garfield. Hello, Sam from Costa Rica. Just caught the streaming time. What has he missed?
Well, ask
You've
Alexa.
missed loads of fun. You've missed talking about Wigan. You've missed talking about our 2,000 subscribers.
Toenails.
You've missed toenail chat. What else have we talked about?
My fight with Alexa.
Fights with Alexa.
Fear of flying.
Jane not being able to see her feet
Hot
when
yoga.
she's got hot yoga. You've missed that. Triple X. You've missed Jane not being able to see her feet with a mask on. We've talked about masks and exciting masks. We've talked about Millwall. We've talked about Scotland.
You can watch the
you can
replay.
catch it all in the replay. For some unknown reason, it takes about a day for it to upload. I don't know why it takes so long, but I will have to edit the little start off because we had no microphones at the start because I was so excited about having 2,000 subscribers that I forgot to turn the mics on, so
Malum,
nobody
yes.
could hear
You
a
miss-
word
you
that we
miss
were
Malum
saying.
as well. And Old Peculiar,
Peculiar.
And
Oh yeah,
Hills.
Malum. Yeah,
Hills.
you missed that. We're all going to the Yorkshire Dales. I think that's it, isn't it?
Ryan's changed his mind. He says, "Scratch that. I'll watch you on my phone and keep you up to date with the Rangers game." Brilliant. Yeah, that sounds like a great plan.
Yes, it is so obvious that, isn't it?
David
Yes, and you
Scholes.
missed Riddle of the Day with Alexa.
Don't say her name.
Oh no, sorry.
It's like Beetlejuice.
Oh, yeah.
David Scholes says, "I'm going to eat my chips with my LCTV plastic fork." Yes, of course.
Hey.
Yeah. We do a live quiz on a Tuesday evening at 8:00. For those of you who haven't been to that, it is really good fun. And so the winner gets the kudos of winning, and the loser gets a
wooden spoon, but now it's a plastic
it's
fork.
a plastic fork.
It's
Yes.
a plastic fork.
So yeah, it's we're done now. It's 16:52 now. So
Stay safe. Jesus, my new favourite Cockney. This is Ryan Dunbar. Tommy Skinner says,
Skinner,
"Bosh."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he the guy who was on The Apprentice? I really liked him actually when he was on it. I know my colleagues were like, "Oh no, I don't like him," but I thought he was fantastic, proper Cockney geezer. Bosh. But stream guys, don't take it. Sam Garfield, thanks for the update. I'll have to watch the replay. Thanks, guys. Yeah, you will. It's been a good one this week.
It's been quite a good one, yeah. It's been brilliant. Sorry, you can't, I mean, obviously, I don't know what time is it actually at the moment in Costa Rica. What time are you there? Obviously, it's coming up to 5 o'clock here. 5.
Nick Muller's beating
16-5.
beating Fleetwood in the banter stake 16-5.
Yeah, Ben's been quiet today, but
he's on the move, isn't he?
He's on the move.
Ryan says, "Have a good week, the best YouTube family, and we will see you next week." And yes, he was, but I found him on MasterChef. Oh, Tom Skinner. Was he on MasterChef as well? MasterChef. It's MasterChef.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you, everyone, for joining in. Thank you, everyone, for subscribing. Get people to subscribe. Ryan Dunbar's promised to get us to 10,000 by the end of the year, by Christmas. Yeah, so you've got your work cut out there, Ryan.
Yeah.
You really have.
But yeah, great.
It's taken us, how long did it take us to get to 2,000?
We'll see you Tuesday night, 8:00 for the quiz, same place. Better get right in it then, really, haven't we?
Yeah. We need
got an idea for a new round this week. So
great 90+ minutes, says Tangerine Aid. Smithy's was just seen.
Lebo, you're begging by Euston.
Ah, really? He's gone that bad, has he? Right. Thank you very much, everyone. We do appreciate you for joining us and making this something that we've done through lockdown. We've enjoyed it.
Nice,
We'll
carry on.
We'll carry on until Blackpool are back at football, and we're back at football. But we will do something with you anyway. But and obviously the quiz night as well may fall on football nights, but if it does, we can always move it or whatever. But nice to have you with us. We're going. Stay safe, keep washing your hands, and hopefully you all stay safe and sound. And it's time to go. Bye.
Ta-ra.
Bye.